Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A dog is seen carried by its head in a video police say proves a case of animal cruelty in Macomb County.
Was a Detroit police officer sleeping on the job? The man who shot this video says that's exactly what you're seeing. The video appeared on YouTube yesterday.
And now Detroit police are investigating what the uploader says he captured on camera. The video shows several police vehicles at the Port of Detroit, but as Larry Spruill explains, the focus is on one in particular.
He's still asleep. Look.
This video is catching the attention of a lot of people across Metro Detroit Monday.
Head back, he gone, look.
Including Detroit police. That's because the video now posted on YouTube shows one of its officers allegedly sleeping on the job.
As I walked into the tunnel, I noticed the officer head back in his car.
Ozzie Johnson is the man behind the camera. He says he was walking near the Windsor Tunnel when he saw the officer inside the car.
I didn't know if it was something wrong with him or if he was possibly asleep on the job, which as taxpayers I would have a problem with. On my way out, he woke up and I told him, I said, man, we need you out here in the city. We need you to stay woke. And I was even standing there next to the car on my way out yelling, hey, wake up, wake up. And it wasn't until another officer pulled up and said, hey, he's videotaping you.
Johnson claims that's when the officer demanded he delete the video and pictures out of his phone.
What's up? Or what? Just stay up, man. We paying you to stay up. We need you out here, man.
And I also did reach out to a spokesperson for Detroit Police, and they tell me they are aware of the video, they are looking at the video, and they are investigating the claims of this case as well. We are live at police headquarters tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
Hey, Larry, thanks.
We've got some breaking news just in. Federal agent Mitchell Quinn is cleared of any wrongdoing in the 2015 death of Terrence Kellum. Quinn shot and killed Kellum in a raid at a Detroit home. Authorities said the shooting was justified as Kellum attacked Quinn with a hammer. Kellum's family denied that and sued, alleging that Quinn shot and killed Kellum for no reason. Well, after a 2-week civil trial, a jury cleared Quinn, finding that he did act in self-defense. Also just into our newsroom, St. Clair Shores becomes the latest city to see its water testing above the state standard limits for lead.
Lead tested above the action level at 4 of 32 targeted sites. The results were 21 parts per billion. The state standard is 15 parts per billion. That does not indicate a threat to people's health, but it does require more investigation and outreach by the city. Right now, 2.5% of the city's water customers have lead service lines. The city has plans to replace lead service lines at a rate of 7% each year starting next year.
Friends, family, and former colleagues coming together today to honor John Conyers at his funeral in Detroit.
For you, John. My
Who else but Stevie Wonder playing in honor of John Conyers. He also spoke during the funeral. There's President Bill Clinton speaking of Conyers' work and what he did to stand out in more than 50 years of service in Congress.
John Conyers got up every day and worked his mind, and a very fine mind it was. He also did some simple things that proved that his brain was connected to his heart.
Conyers' wife Monica spoke few words, but she did share a voice message from Conyers himself.
Remember that the footprints that you leave behind of yourself are the ones that you'll be remembered for. So make them large, make them prominent, and make them bring enjoyment to everyone.
It's a day-long ceremony that perhaps you watched here on Local 4, and then it ended with a procession through Detroit to John Conyers' final resting place at Detroit Memorial Park.
We have an update to a story we first brought you over the weekend. New video shows the man accused of abusing a dog taking the pet from its home in Macomb Township. The man was also seen putting a backpack and hammer inside his car. 27-year-old Andrea Biondo is charged with killing or torturing an animal and possession of heroin. We're told he lived at the home the dog was taken from. The Macomb County Sheriff's Office says the dog was found in the neighborhood. It has been returned to its owner after being treated by a vet.
Tomorrow's election day will be a historic one for the state of Michigan. For the first time ever, a city council is going to vote using a new voting method you may not have ever heard of. Rod Maloney is in East Point with a look at the change and what people are thinking about it.
Back in 2017, the Department of Justice sued the city of East Point, saying that their council elections were not fair to black voters. They settled out of court to keep it from getting too expensive, and now they have something new here. It's called ranked choice voting, and it's getting mixed reviews. It's an entirely new day for Michigan's electioneering. East Point City Council candidate Mary Hall Rayford's Facebook video didn't do the tried and true.
Please rank me number 1 or at least number 2.
And that's because in this year's election, there are 4 candidates for 2 seats, and in ranked choice voting, you pick your first, second, third, and fourth choices in order.
I do know a lot of residents are not happy with the ranked choice voting. I keep encouraging them to vote, because otherwise, their vote really won't count.
I'm not happy about it.
One of her opponents is the former East Point mayor, Harvey Curley.
I guess I'm frustrated with the federal government coming in to a local community, accusing us of doing something wrong and saying, now you got to do it this way or else.
And over at City Hall, residents turning in their absentee ballots gave us their take on this new way to exercise your most basic American right.
You have to be honest and fair, and this will do it. This will do it. Takes the most popular, they're first, then you vote for a second person.
To me, it's not a one man, one vote kind of thing. You're splitting your vote. Do you get 100% of your vote going to the candidate of your choice? You don't.
Whether you like it or don't like it, this is going to be the way they vote not only this time, but also for the next council election. It's the election after that that things return to where they used to be. In East Point, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rod, and taking a look at just a few of the other notable elections happening tomorrow. Ann Arbor is going to vote on a $1 billion bond for school improvements. Livonia and Warren both holding mayoral elections, and Sterling Heights has a millage to fund police and fire departments along with street repairs. You can find a sample ballot for your community, exactly as it will look when you arrive at the polls. You can find your precinct information. It's all at clickondetroit.com. And of course, when the results start coming in tomorrow evening, we'll have them for you there as well.
The union representing teachers in the Utica Community School District is taking its fight for a new contract to court. The Utica Education Association has filed an unfair labor practice charge against the district. The union, representing 1,500 members, says its contract expired at the end of June and it wants to recover $65 million those members sacrificed to keep the district financially stable. Contract bargaining continues. The next session is tomorrow.
Roger Penske's racing empire just grew rather exponentially, actually by about 2.5 miles, however you want to measure it.
Yeah, today Penske bought the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the IndyCar Series.
Quite a development. Jamie Edmonds got a chance to speak with Penske on a pretty darn exciting day for Detroit's racing giant.
Roger Penske, the captain, is credited with bringing the Grand Prix back to Detroit 12 years ago, and now it's thriving here on Belle Isle. Now he's setting his sights on the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
The beginning of a new era for the Speedway and for the sport of IndyCar.
This morning, Roger Penske sat beside Tony George and Mark Miles of the Holman Company at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The announcement, the Holman Company, owners of the track for 70-plus years, would be selling it, along with the NTT IndyCar Series and IMS Productions, to the Penske Corporation.
Bittersweet, but very exciting for us because we know that we're passing the torch.
The deal came together in 6 weeks. Penske will be the 4th owner of the track, and he talked to Local 4 this afternoon.
This really becomes a dream come true for me to have this opportunity given to me by the Holman George family and Mark to take on the stewardship of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the series.
Penske, of course, holds the record for wins at the Indianapolis 500 with 18. Penske says he will continue to own teams, but he will step down as strategist on race day.
IndyCar, has Jay Fry and Kyle Novak, who are absolutely pros when it comes to running the series. That's their job. What I'm in here for is to support, the financial side.
Racing is in Penske's DNA, and he says he plans to walk the grounds in the next few weeks to decide on how he can improve the historic track. And he said he'll do that walkthrough in a couple weeks. He's not planning on making any sweeping changes. The management team will stay. Maybe they'll add a 24-hour race or a Formula One race, but that's still up in the air. The sale should go through in January, and the price was not disclosed. Live in downtown Detroit, Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
He is going to be busy. So, Jamie, what about the Detroit races, the duel here? Will he still have a big role here?
I asked him about that. He said he will still be here for that race. Flights to Indy are very short, and he can do that quickly, but he is a Detroiter.
That's true. That's awesome.
He has always owned the Indy 500, and now he owns the Indy 500.
Exactly.
Pretty great.
We'll have something to talk to him about when he comes this summer. That's great. All right. Thanks, Jamie. Time for a check of the national stories you'll see ahead at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News.
Savannah Guthrie in for Lester tonight, and she's in New York with a preview. Hi, Savannah.
Hi, Devin. Hi, Kim. Good to see you. Ahead for us tonight, the new warning about voice assistants like Amazon Alexa and how easy they are to hack. Plus, we've got an exclusive look at the new technology being used to curb the spread of foodborne illnesses.
Well, we remember that E. coli outbreak with romaine lettuce that went on for weeks last year.
It went on, and no one really knew what the source of the illness was, and that's exactly what the FDA is hoping to fix now. Get the source of bad food, find it in days, not weeks, and believe it or not, most of the data on where food is grown or sold is recorded still with pen and paper. So tonight we're going to show you the new technology that can track your meal from farm to fork in just seconds, just in time, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We'll see you in just a bit, Savannah. Thank you. All right, ahead for us. Does this week already feel a little different?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what less sunlight and more cold may be doing to your mood and how you can fight back.
Kind of oppressive already, isn't it?
I know.
Here's Ben.
With more depressing news, because tomorrow's temperatures are going to be even colder than today, and then we go down again. It is Election Day. We'll talk about how it's going to feel tomorrow and the big changes coming after it. Coming up.
All right, Ben, but first, a thief waits until no one's looking, then pounces what he stole and where. Next.